girl named Giselle pulls up to a remote gas station and heads inside, but the man at the counter repeatedly asks her, truth or dare? The question clearly unsettles her, and she begins to cry, pleading not to be forced into this game again.
Truth or dare, Giselle?
Despite her distress, the man continues to pressure her until she breaks. In a horrifying moment, Giselle sets another girl on fire. Even as she carries out the act, she apologizes in tears, but it's too late. The girl dies from her injuries. Somewhere else, a young woman, Olivia, is recording a video for her YouTube. Her best friend Marky approaches and tells her about a trip to Mexico. At first, Olivia declines, but Marky tells her that she's already signed her up. Their friends also appear from behind, revealing their premeditated plan.
I mean, you're really just being selfish if you don't come with us.
Following this, the friends load everything they need on the car and they start the trip. The group consists of Olivia, Lucas, Marky, Penelope, Brad, and Tyson. Once they reached Mexico, the fun began. One evening at a bar, Olivia meets a guy she knows from school, Ronnie. He starts to bother her, but another man interrupted.
It's not happening, pal.
After Ronnie leaves, Olivia and the man, Carter, hit it off quickly, just as the rest of her friends arrive. With the bar closing, the group looks for somewhere else to continue partying.
That's our last night in Mexico. I don't want to go back to the room.
I know a place we can go.
Carter suggests a secluded location he knows. While Marky hesitates and wants to head back to the hotel, Olivia talks her into going with the group.
Before life tears us apart.
Carter takes them to an abandoned church. Shortly after, Ronnie showed up. Carter suggests playing a game of truth or dare. They take a group selfie and they start playing.
I dare you to give Tyson a lap dance for 30 seconds.
When it's Carter's turn, he is asked what his intention with Olivia is. He admits that Olivia was his chosen target and that he specifically brought her there because she has a close-knit group of friends.
I brought you all up here to play this game because...
As Carter starts to leave, Olivia chases after him, demanding an explanation. He warns her, the game is real. Once someone starts playing, they're trapped. If they lie, refuse a dare, or try to walk away from it, they will die. He urges her to follow the rules if she wants to survive. Then he disappears into the night.
Just follow the rules.
Olivia is shaken but doesn't fully believe him until strange things begin happening. Her friends vanish for a moment, then suddenly reappear looking disturbed. The disturbing vision turns out to be a hallucination. After some time, everyone is back at school now. Olivia notices truth or dare scrawled across her desk. She brushes it off. But things get weirder. At home, she finds a flyer with truth or dare written on the back. She stares at it in confusion. Marky, in her room, is watching a video of her dad. She then goes to Olivia. She tells Olivia that after her dad took his life, she's the only person left she can rely on. Olivia reassures her that she's not interested in Lucas, Marky's boyfriend, and that she sees him as nothing more than a brother. Marky is relieved to hear this and seems to believe her.
And I choose you.
But soon after, things take a strange turn again. Olivia steps outside and finds the words truth or dare spray painted across her car. Thinking Ronnie was behind it, she lashes out at him in anger.
Hey, asshole! Do you think that's funny?
Still shaken, Olivia heads to the library only to find it filled with people who appear oddly distorted. They close in on her, forcing her to play the game. Reluctantly, she chooses truth. The group immediately asks her to reveal a secret that Marky has been keeping from her. Pressured to answer, Olivia blurts out that Marky has been cheating on Lucas. Everyone hears it, including Marky and Lucas.
It's true?
Marky.
Lucas storms off, furious. Marky runs after him, trying to explain. Olivia follows, trying to apologize, but Marky pulls away and threatens her if she touches her again.
Touch me again and I'll break that hand.
Meanwhile, another friend from their group is shown playing pool and flirting with a girl. As she starts to walk away, something changes in her demeanor. She suddenly challenges him to choose between truth or dare.
Truth or dare?
He goes with dare, but fails to complete it. Moments later, his behavior shifts, and he dies in front of everyone, falling off the pool table. Meanwhile, Olivia gathers the group to explain what's really going on. She tries to convince them that the game Carter warned about is real. They're still skeptical until a video of their friend's death shows up on their phones.
Holy shit.
Lucas, however, still doesn't buy it and walks off until he hears a voice calling his name. Following the sound, he finds a wall mural that says, "Truth or Dare." At first, he assumes it's a prank, but then his arms start to burn, and the same words appear, etched into his skin. Shaken, Lucas calls Olivia and tells her what happened. He then confesses he's always had feelings for her. This was his truth. Afterward, he rushes back to the group to tell them what happened.
What is all this?
Olivia shows the group a selfie from the church that night. She explains that the game seems to follow the order of the people in the picture, but Marky is still in denial and refuses to believe any of it until her phone buzzes with a message, "Truth or Dare."
Unknown number. Of course it is.
Olivia urges Marky to respond to the message, and Marky, reluctantly, picks Dare. The challenge is to break Olivia's hand. Marky is horrified and doesn't want to go through with it, but Olivia insists it's the only way to stay alive.
Ronnie didn't do his dare, and now he's dead.
With Olivia's approval, Marky uses a hammer to break her hand. The group rushes her to the hospital immediately after. Later, Brad is grabbing some snacks when he feels a presence behind him. He turns, but there's no one there. Then, a voice asks him to choose truth or dare. Confused and scared, he says, "Truth." Just like that, the figure disappears.
Truth!
Soon after, Brad's father shows up and begins talking normally, but without warning, his expression changes, and he demands Brad confess the truth.
I want the truth.
Brad later explains that the game made him come out to his father. They check the selfie again to track whose turn is next and realize it's Tyson's, who's currently in a job interview. They try to contact him, but he ignores their messages.
Tyson Curran?
Let's do this.
The group rushes to the interview site just in time to see him stepping out of the building, but then he remembers he left his bag behind and goes back inside. Inside the office, the woman interviewer's face suddenly shifts. She stares at him and demands truth or dare.
Truth or dare?
He says truth but lies in his response. Instantly, his own face distorts, and he stabs himself in the eye with a pen, dying in front of them in a gruesome way. Horrified, the group returns home, and Marky believes Carter is the only one who can stop it. Olivia tries to find him online, but comes up empty. Marky decides to dig deeper and searches for truth or dare. That's when she comes across Giselle.
The clerk recounted Hammond's bizarre behavior before the incident.
In one of Giselle's selfies, Carter appears in the background. That confirms he's connected. They create a fake account and message Giselle.
Just make a fake account. We don't want this shit traced to us.
At this, Penelope receives the challenge, truth or dare. She tries to pick truth, but the game refuses. It informs her that two people have already chosen truth, and now someone must choose dare. Marky and the others rush outside and find Penelope already doing her dare. She must walk along the edge of the rooftop non-stop until the bottle she carries runs empty.
I'm gonna go up there. I'll try and
In
grab
a
her.
desperate move, Olivia uses a car to smash through a locked gate. Just as their friend on the roof is about to fall, they quickly place a mattress on top of the car, saving her life. Right then, Olivia receives a message from Giselle, agreeing to meet. The group goes to find her. When Giselle arrives, they ask about Carter, and she explains he used to be a friend, but the game forced him to bring others into it. It was the only way he could survive his own dare.
He told me he was dared to find a new group to play.
Giselle looks at Olivia and apologizes, calling her by name, something that makes Olivia uneasy since she never introduced herself.
How did you know my name when I got here? I didn't put it in the message.
Suddenly, Giselle pulls out a gun, aiming it at Olivia. Her dare was to kill her. Olivia's friends quickly intervene, preventing the attack, and Penelope gets shot in the chaos. But since Giselle fails to complete her task, her face transforms under the game's influence, and she turns the gun on herself. The group goes to the police. Olivia tells a detective everything, how people are dying and that it all started with a supernatural version of truth or dare. The officer warns them not to leave town. Later, they go back home and keep doing their research. But in another room, a man attacked Olivia, asking her to choose. The man dared Olivia to sleep with Lucas. Marky, upset and overwhelmed, storms off. Meanwhile, Olivia and Lucas decided to do what they dared ask them to do. But amidst this, it was Lucas's turn, and Olivia turned on him, asking him to choose.
Truth or dare?
When asked who he is in love with more, he confessed he is in love with Marky. After that, Lucas and Olivia team up to find answers. Lucas discovers an article about a woman who once survived the game, a former nun, and they go to her home. Meanwhile, Marky is asked to choose, and she chooses truth. It was her father's video recording that was asking her. He asks why she keeps the gun he used to kill himself, and she confesses that she sometimes plans to use it, and her father encourages her to do so.
Maybe you should get it.
When Olivia and Lucas arrive at the nun's house, they learn she can't speak. They explain what's happening, and she begins writing down the story. Through her, they discover the horrifying truth. The game is cursed, tied to a demon that was summoned long ago. This entity can take over places, people, and even thoughts. She reveals that she and her friends were the first to play the game. The demon forced her to kill a priest, and since then it has passed from group to group through the same rules. Only the person who originally summoned the demon can send it back.
Wait, how did you and the others escape?
The nun hands Olivia and Lucas a small clay pot and a chant. The ritual must be spoken 7 times while holding the pot to trap the demon again. But there's a terrible catch. The speaker must cut out their tongue at the end of the ritual. That's how the nun herself lost her voice. She had performed the ritual once before. Olivia suddenly recalls something Giselle mentioned. There was a girl who might have been the one to break the soil pot, the act that unleashed the demon. Before she can think further, Brad's father pulls him away. While this is happening, Olivia calls Marky and learns something troubling. Both Marky and Lucas have chosen truth. That means the next person in line is going to be Dare. While Brad talks to his father, the game suddenly activates and gives him a sinister task: make his father beg for his life. So he took his father's gun to do so. But during this, another officer shoots Brad.
What's that gonna prove, Brad? Bag it up, put down the gun!
Olivia and Lucas arrive, but they quickly leave and meet up with Marky. At that moment, the game challenges Olivia again. Truth or dare? She chooses dare, and the game demands that she reveal a secret she's kept from Marky. Olivia confesses the truth. Years ago, after a fight with her parents, she went to Marky's house. Marky's father was there, drunk. He acted inappropriately toward her.
He kept coming back stronger, but finally, I got free.
When he sobered up and realized what he had done, he couldn't live with the guilt and took his own life. Marky is devastated and walks away.
No, I'll never trust you again.
Marky!
Don't!
Olivia is called in to talk to the detective and learns that only 4 players are left: herself, Marky, Lucas, and one of Giselle's old friends. To her shock, that friend turns out to be Carter. Giselle had lied. She was protecting him.
Wait, he's alive?
You know him?
Back at her house, Marky takes out her father's gun to end her life. But at that exact moment, Olivia barges in.
Marky? Marky!
She then tells her the truth about Carter, and together, they track him down to his apartment. When Carter sees them, he panics. He's exhausted, broken, and unwilling to fight. But Olivia insists he is the one who started the game, and that means he's the only one who can end it. Carter doesn't believe them and lashes out, but Olivia pulls a gun and forces him to cooperate.
Okay, sweet little Olivia's not shooting anyone.
Try me.
They bring him to the church and hand him the
Say it
spell.
7 times.
He begins reciting it while Olivia prepares him for what comes next.
E llamado a un mal.
Meanwhile, the game gives Lucas a new dare. He must kill someone. Lucas refuses and backs away.
You already have. You love Marky.
Choose which one of you to kill.
As Carter completes the 7th recitation of the chant, Olivia urges him to cut off his tongue to seal the spell. Just then, the demon possesses Lucas. He lunges at Carter. In the struggle, Lucas ends Carter's life. With Carter dead, the ritual fails. Lucas, still possessed, ultimately dies by slashing his own throat. The game now targets Marky, asking her to choose. She picks Dare, and the demon commands her to shoot Olivia. Marky refuses, but the demon makes her pull the trigger, hitting Olivia in the shoulder. Possessed, Marky becomes the demon's host, but Olivia quickly realizes the trick. The demon is now in Marky's body, and she challenges it. She asks it to choose, truth or dare. The demon picks truth. Olivia then asks how they can survive the game. The demon replies Carter was the only one who could stop it. He's dead. The only way to stay alive now is to trap new people in the game. Either they recruit others or die themselves.
I'm okay.
After this, Olivia and Marky escape the church. Olivia records a video for her YouTube channel explaining everything. She shares the rules, the consequences, and the truth of the deadly game. By doing so, she passes the curse on. Every viewer who sees the video is now a player.
I'm so sorry, but I have to ask you. Truth or dare?
Did this story spook you out? Let us know in the comments below. For more horror movie recaps, subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next one. Fear awaits you.